Hello, everyone. Uh, so I'm going to do my first live stream on my own. I did one last week or the week before with a lot of my horror enthusiast buddies, and I really liked it. And I've been doing other ones on Derek Tortor's channel as well. So this is really fun doing commentaries. So I thought I'm going to do a commentary, but I got to figure out which movie, more specifically horror, I wanted to do. And in the future, I think I'll do other movies that aren't horror. But as the first commentary on my own, besides the Sleepaway Camp one I did with all the horror enthusiasts, I think I'm going to go with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original. I was thinking of going with Halloween, but then I thought I might as well do that around Halloween time. Um, so this is just a test. Oh, hey, Desmond, what's up? So we've already got somebody in here. Um, so this is just a test run, and I'll tell you guys whenever I start the movie. So if you guys do want to listen along, you can, or play the movie along, you can as well. How's the sound going, Desmond? Is it good? Let's see. Let me try on my phone. Let me see. Okay, popping up the menu right now. Oh, sweet. Okay, and Robbie too. What's up, guys? How you guys doing today? You guys doing pretty good? Awesome. Okay, I'm at the menu now. And in five I'll start. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now this one is one of, in my opinion, one of the most terrifying movies ever made. And this opening dialogue by this guy narrating is actually one of the scariest like voices in a movie I've ever heard. And the way that he does this, the way that he says this is so creepy. And it's funny the fact that this guy who did this intro that's really scary, or this opening narration, he just did it for like for a drag of weed. Like he just wanted some weed, and that's how he got it. Is just doing this opening narration, which I thought was pretty funny. But man, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's just like this disturbing how that guy talks. I don't know why. It just really is creepy. And then opening up with these just corpses with that creepy blaring sound noise whenever it flashes on the camera. The thing that I love about this movie is that it feels so much like, well, I guess this is a weird thing to like, but it feels so much like a snuff film. Like it doesn't feel like it feels like a real movie, and that's what scares me. Most horror movies don't scare me that they're entertaining. This one scares me because it feels like it really happened and you're watching it on screen, as opposed to something else. But man, oh, and that close up on those gross rotted fingernails. You know what I think is weird too is that Toby Hooper thought of this as like a black comedy, this first movie, even though it's definitely not, in my opinion. I don't see where he goes on that side of an opinion. I don't get why he thinks that he made it an unintentional black comedy. I can totally agree with him on the second one, but this one, I don't get why he thinks this is a black comedy. It just it seems so real and horrifying, so I can't think of this as a comedy in any way. And I love part two. Part two is so awesome as well. Um, I guess it has some weird humor with like the main characters before the creepy stuff happens to them, but it's not like the same as the second one. So maybe that's what he means. I don't know. Man, just again feels like such a real like thing that happened, which is what makes this movie terrifying. Like other movies like this, like Halloween or like Friday the 13th, you know that they're more glossy, and this just feels so raw. So that's why it works so well, and just how creepy it is. And no other sequel in the franchise was like this, like in terms of realistic grittiness. So what are you guys all doing today? Anybody watching? Man. And Toby Hooper as a director, I've this is one of the only this one and part two are the movies that I really enjoy of his. I haven't seen I haven't seen all of his movies, Toby Hooper's, but the ones I've seen like Poltergeist or Funhouse, um, I like, but I don't love. And this one and part two of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like I love those movies, but there's not any others that I've seen of his that I completely and utterly love. So he's a director where I've never really found all this stuff something that I'd always like to watch besides this one and part two of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But yeah, Toby Hooper did a fantastic job with this movie and the second one. But his other movies I've seen, I don't really, I don't know. I feel like I don't love them. They're fine. Um, and I haven't seen Salem's Lot. Salem's Lot was something I haven't seen yet. And that's like 6 hours, I think, too, though. Oh no, Franklin's gonna roll down the hill. Just got introduced to the characters in the van. But Franklin's just peeing in a can, and like he's gonna get rolled down the hill because of the semi passing him with the dump truck. So it force knocks him down the hill. I guess that's the unintentional humor he's meaning, because like the characters are like Franklin's kind of just dopey. Maybe that's what he means, but it's still not the same like tone. Yeah, and Poltergeist, I like. I haven't watched that in a while. I need to review it on the channel, but Poltergeist has never been one that I've loved. I think it's a great movie, but it's not one that I really want to rewatch much. And the thing I love about these characters too is that they're not very interesting, but that makes sense in how they feel like they don't have a story arc. They're just literal people hanging out, and then they encounter this horrific thing. So I really like these characters a lot, even though they're not like quote unquote anything special. I just think that they feel so real though. Like it feels like you're just watching it on camera. Like they're not even acting. They're just like being normal people just on camera. And I always forget before I watch this that's they're going here to see their granddaddy's uh like farm. Or no, where he's buried. as opposed to like the remake where they go to the Led Zeppelin concert, I think, or I mean, Skinner concert in the remake. It's man, every time I watch this movie, I forget that scene right whenever they encounter that drunk guy. Like I don't remember that scene ever. They're heading to the grave right now, and then it cuts to them just in the van again. So I guess they went to the grave. Oh no, don't go to the slaughterhouse. Franklin, you're making all the wrong decisions. Lee, what's up? They're driving to the slaughterhouse right now in the movie. So we're only 9 minutes in. I always forget this isn't even an hour and a half. It's only an hour and 23 minutes. So I've got like an hour and 10 minutes left. Dang. A little over. I thought this was a good choice to start with on my singular solo stream for this channel because I was saying earlier I wanted to do Halloween, but I think I'll wait until Halloween to do that. So I thought I might as well do like one of the big franchise ones because this is one that people have all seen. So oh yeah, I would that bed and breakfast that they turn the gas station to, that'd be cool to go to. I've where's that again? I don't remember. Um is it actually in Texas? I'm assuming so. Or I guess I mean where in Texas. I'm gonna look it up. Um, I think I looked it up on my maps where I live, and I think it was like I don't remember how many hours away. It was really, really far from where I live, though. But I forgot. It obviously was Texas. Oh no, the hitchhiker just got into the van. Uh, and this performance too is so scary too because it feels like he's actually like this crazy dude. Oh man, the old way with the sledge. Oh, man, that's an underrated performance. That hitchhiker. Damn. I always forget that this is a different actor in the first movie. He plays the hitchhiker, because Edwin Neal, I think. Because in the second one, it's Bill Moseley, but they look alike. Oh, did he say anything like this, Robbie? Like in the movie? Ugh. Fair. Oh God, that's man, that's hard to hear him talking. The hitchhiker saying like how they kill them and kill the animals. Like he describes it in very vivid detail. Ugh. Again, I love how this movie can make you feel so unnerving, just even though it's not really happening. Oh yeah, yeah, I forgot about that in Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. I totally forgot about that. I definitely want to do a commentary on part two because I love part two as well. Part two is just one of the best. Like, I'm gonna say it's one of the best horror sequels. It even though it's a horror comedy, I love it. It's so entertaining. It's just so fun. Okay, now he's cutting his hand, the hitchhiker. I wonder. I mean, I know he probably didn't really do that, but man, that looks really convincing. Cutting his hand like that. Or maybe he did. I don't know. I don't know if we'll ever get the truth on that, if he cut his hand or not. Man. Oh, you know what I just noticed? They're in the van with the crazy hitchhiker, and all the windows outside are just white. So I wonder if they're actually just standing there and like it's just in a white room. I think they're just probably in a white room right now because you don't see anything at all. It's just a white backdrop outside of the van. I never realized that. Kingsland, Texas. Okay, cool. That'd be cool to go there because I want to go to more like filming locations because I've been to the Kemper Military Academy from Child's Play 3, and I've been to the Your Next Mansion, but I haven't actually gone in there because it was closed up. But that would be cool to go to see this place or see the house. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I think they're just standing still in the van, like the van's not moving. I never realized that, but that's because I'm so like perplexed with like the performance of the hitchhiker. Oh, and the gas station too. Sweet. You like head cheese? My brother makes it real good. Oh. So, what have you guys been watching recently? Oh, cool. You've been to that mall? Sweet. I've never actually been to Pennsylvania. Nice. Oh, yeah. I love the original Carrie. That would be a good one to do a live stream on. That's one of my favorite horror movies ever. I plan to do this a lot more because it actually is pretty fun right now with just you couple talking to me in the chat. Oh, sweet. An Exorcist in Shining. Man, I'll definitely have to review The Shining, but I might wait until Doctor Sleep comes out. I think it's at the end of this year. I think. Apparently, in the new trailer for Doctor Sleep, those shots of young Danny were actually recreated. The only thing that they put in the trailer that was from the original movie was the bloody elevator. The other scenes of Danny on his little trike when he was a kid was replicated. It's a new, literally made scenes, but they look so much like the old ones. You should start with a big one, Robbie, like a big franchise movie, just because something people want to listen to more, I guess. First, oh, oh, hey, there was foreshadowing with that hitchhiker whenever they pushed him out of the van, like that red semi passed them at the beginning of the movie. That's funny, because he gets ran over later by it. I haven't been to New Jersey either. I've only been to like 10 or 11 states in the U.S., and I've only been in the U.S. Um, I actually used to go rafting whenever I was younger with my family in North Carolina, and we always passed on a river. I forgot what the river was called. But we passed the river that the fugitive train crash was made, and that train parts were still there. Like to that day, I was doing it, and I haven't rafted there for a couple of years, but I believe that the wreckage of that train from the fugitive is still there on that river I went on. Oh, sweet, sweet. Have you seen that before, Lee? Like, have you been in that area? I don't remember where exactly in North Carolina we rafted at, but I know that I've. Or wait, it might be actually it might be Arkansas. Is it North Carolina or Arkansas? Because I've rafted both in those places whenever I was younger. I can't remember now. North Carolina. Okay, Silva. What horror movie was filmed at your high school, Robbie? Okay, I've been to Cherokee. Yep, sweet. Yeah, specifically Cherokee, Bryson City. Um, Fingerprints. I've never heard of Fingerprints. Huh. Is it like a newer or older movie? Fingerprints. Oh, there he is, the father. Oh man. Or Jim Sideout? Uh Jim Seadow. Okay, it came out in 2006. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I've never heard of Fingerprints before. So Jim Seadow and this is good, but I love him more in the second one because he's just so outrageous in the second movie. Like he's great in this movie, he's still scary, but in the second one he's more in the movie. I guess he's in this one a little bit, but not as much. More towards the end. Like he kind of disappears for a while in the movie. Oh, and even on the gas station here, it says Coca Cola. We sell barbecue. I wonder if if that same sign is up now. That'd be funny if that Coke machine was still out there too by the door. Franklin, you maniac, you're tearing up the van. He was indenting a mark into the van with his knife. Franklin was. Wait, what? Franklin just asked, "Is that blood on his knife that that the hitchhiker just cut his hand on?" Why do you ask that? It's pretty dumb. Oh, interesting. Kids and kids who were on a school bus and got hit by a train. Huh. Interesting. Come on, Sally, we're going to Grandpa's. That sounds just like about that movie you're talking about. It sounds like it could be like an urban legend sequel, like how Bloody Mary was the third urban legend movie. Okay, now they're hidden towards the house. Yeah, that sounds a lot like Urban Legends Bloody Mary. Or like just an urban legend movie, I guess you could say. So what do you guys have coming up to watch this week? I'm gonna watch, of course, see Toy Story 4 on Friday and then see Child's Play on Saturday. And today I'm off today, so I'm doing this commentary, and then I might watch like a Clint Eastwood movie, I guess, because I've been really into Eastwood movies. I have been reviewing them on this channel because I've got so many videos I got to put up. But eventually, I want to review all this stuff because I really like Clint Eastwood's stuff. Nice. Yeah, I'd see him both Friday, but I'm seeing Child's Play on Saturday with Derek. So, the Toy Story 4, yeah, right on Friday, and that's the one I am like so excited for. I've been thinking about that movie for like a month. And movies, even though I love going to the movies, I don't think about a lot of them like all the time. But Toy Story 4, I've thought about for like a month just straight that I want to see it so bad. And all the critical reviews or the critic reviews from it like are just making me even more want to see it because it's just saying how incredible it is. Nice. Oh, Unforgiven is really good. I like Unforgiven. Um, I'm trying to remember which Eastwood movie I watched last. Oh, I watched the Deadpool, and that's the only Dirty Harry movie I hadn't seen before. I've seen the other four, but then I never watched the Deadpool because I have the 4 pack of the first four Dirty Harrys, but Deadpool didn't come with that one. So, and that movie was interesting because the Deadpool had like Jim Carrey and Liam Neeson and I forgot what the girl's name is, but she's big too. But it had a lot of actors that weren't big yet, and they were all in that movie. Oh, sweet! You put the trailer for Fingerprints on the group. I'll watch that later whenever we get done. Um, all right, they're in the house. Well, I mean, not in the Sawyer house, but in the grandpa's old like house. Need to see a lot of bugs and just nothing there. It's all empty. Oh dang, you got a lot, Lee. Oh, I still need to see River's Edge. Damn, I forgot. I need to watch that one. Um, nice. The Psycho franchise ranking, I still need Derek's, but I've got yours. So that's cool. You guys are letting me join that one as well. Oh, and the East Rail 177 trilogy ranking. That'll be awesome. I'd say like, yeah, I'd say like if I had to rank the East Rail 177 trilogy, I'd have Glass last, and then Split, and then Unbreakable would be number one because Unbreakable is incredible. Split is very good, and Glass was a very good sequel to the other two, but I think I liked it the least, even though I think it's a good movie. It really is. I like Glass a lot. And I've still got your list of movies we talked about last time, Lee, to watch, like Brawl in Cell Block 93 and Dragged Across Concrete and Bone Tomahawk. I need to see those. And what else did I put on that list? Because I know there's a lot. River's Edge, yeah. There's just so many movies, so little time. Oh, poor Franklin. Everybody's laughing and having fun up in that big house, and he's just sitting there looking all sad. I don't get why everybody thinks he's super annoying because he's only got this one scene where he's saying he like he's not really annoying besides this one moment in the movie. Come on, Franklin, it's gonna be a fun trip. And he just spits everywhere. But this is the only scene where he's annoying. So Robbie, you have the last three Friday movies. So Freddy versus Jason in the remake and Jason X. Yeah, I wonder how July's going to go for this kind of thing. I think I've got like two already scheduled, like two reviews that I did like a month ago. Because I had so many this month. Because what I do is I just do a lot of reviews at once for like a couple days and review them all, and then kind of spend the month just not reviewing as much, and then save them and post them on later dates. So I've got in July. I think I've got two movies already. I'm gonna review The Rescuers 1 and 2, which I did a long time ago, like a month ago. Oh, cool! Jason Goes to Hell. I liked. I enjoyed Jason Goes to Hell. I know Lee hates it, but I enjoy it. I think. Oh, dang! You're off 2 weeks. You're gone 2 weeks without internet. Dang, man. Yeah. Jason Goes to Hell to me is fun because it. I know. Like as a Friday the 13th movie, it's not. I get why people hate it. I totally get. I totally see why. So I'm not like discerning that fact. But yeah, it's yeah, like you said, it's not a bad horror movie. It's just like as a Friday the 13th movie, it's so weird and out of place. But the kills are so good in that. Like especially in the unrated version too. Like just that pole kill, like is one of the best kills in the franchise. Like in the tent, like that's just one of the best. Hey Devon or Drew, what's up? Glad to see you here. Like I said to everybody else, where I am in the movie, they just Pam and the other dude are just walking up to the house right now. Forgot what the dude's name is, but they're both walking up to the Sawyer house right now. Yeah, Robbie, the unrated version really does change it in that movie because it really is hardcore, like with the gore. And I love the fact that in Jason Goes to Hell they kept the gore and they didn't actually lose it. Um, and they made both cuts so like they knew which one like they could release and which one they could release later on video. Kirk. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Kirk and Pam. I don't know why I always forget Kirk's name. I always remember Pam. And Sally and Franklin. Yep. Yeah, they're walking up to the house, and he's like, I'll give him my guitar, and I'll give him a couple bucks, and we'll pass by again, just to get gas." Is anybody in there? Well, I for some reason I've seen this so many times, but I forget a couple of the characters' names. Um, what I was saying earlier is that this is one of my favorite like horror movies where these characters feel so real. Like they just are there, and it feels like they're just being filmed, like acting like normal people. Like they're not even acting; they're just there. Like the camera, I love the camera shots in this too because it's so far away. Like for this shot right here on the swing, where like it's in a far view of like them walking up to the house. It's like somebody just filming them being people, not acting. Yep. Exactly. Oh, Robbie, that'd be cool to do a Lion King commentary. I'm gonna review those coming up because of the new one, whenever that comes out next month. So, oh, really? You talked to Daniel Pro? Cool. Dang. So I'm gonna go to one of these horror cons next month, and Bill Mosley will be at one, or be at the one I'm going at. So that'll be pretty cool. I've never been to a horror con before, so this will be my first one. So that'll be pretty awesome. But it has like Danielle Harris and James G. Courtney and Dee Wallace. It's got a lot of other people, but those are the ones that pop in my head immediately. Oh, and I love that too. That like he had no choice because of budget, and like that to me makes it so real, like in a disturbing way. Yeah, it did exactly. It very much worked to their benefit. Ugh. Kirk just walked in the house and it just zoomed in on the that room and like you hear the pig squealing. Ugh, that's so effective. And I like how Leatherface just pops up and makes the squealing noise. Ah. Mm. Yes, and yeah, that just the way he gyrates too, and the way he slams the door. You know, even though I don't like Texas Chainsaw 3D, I like that shot where he did that. He did that at the end of that movie. I thought that was kind of cool. Oh, and that shot of Pam like walking up to the house, like where it's upshot, that's so cool. And I do like how the house is so unsuspecting too. Like it looks like a normal house. Kirk, you there? I was saying earlier on the chat that it just everything about it feels so unnerving, and like man, just how it's filmed is perfect. Oh man, I didn't realize that the master tapes were gone completely. Um, dang. I also love too that this is a bloodless movie. Basically, I mean, you see like whenever Kurt gets hit, um, you see some blood on the ground, but like you don't like see actual like blood release. Like you just see like whenever Pam's hooked on the hook, you don't see anything, and it cracks me up that whenever this and the original Halloween, people always brought up whenever that those movies came out that they were so bloody and like nothing happened with gore, and I love how it's that it gives your imagination that idea even though nothing happened. I feel that way after watching movies like Seven, Robbie. Just have to take a shower because it's just so nasty. um, exactly, yeah. Yeah. Oh, thanks. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I guess in Star Wars, we're in Star Wars both a shirt and a hat. I didn't realize that. Yeah. Oh man. Oh, and Black Christmas, of course. Black Christmas is fantastic. That would be a good one to do a commentary on. It would be good to do a commentary on the remake too, because I don't know what to think of that remake. Oh, awesome. It's fun, but it pissed me off at first. Like I hated it first watch. Oh, and she's on the hook right now, and he's chainsawing Kirk. And again, you don't see anything, but it's so effective. Well, for me, like it pissed me off, but as I watched it a couple more times, I'm not as annoyed at it. It just annoyed me so much on the fact that the original, like you don't know anything about like the killer. It's so scary with that fact, and then in the remake, it's like he was raped by his mother, and they had a daughter, and like incest, and then like all this stupid shit. Like I don't get, like it's ridiculous, but I think they made it like that on purpose. Sally and Franklin are arguing about where's the knife go, where'd it go. Oh yeah, he did champion the remake. I can't find my knife. Are you mad at me? Well, what's the other guy's name? I forget the two guys' names besides Franklin. I forget the other two guys' names. They might say their name like once, and then that's why I don't remember. Franklin, I'm just tired. It's been a long. Jerry, okay. It's been a long day. I think I wasn't paying attention because I've been looking at the chat. That's true. um, and I haven't also seen this one as much as the other ones and like other big franchises. I've seen this movie, I think, 5 times at least. So, yeah, I think at least 5 times. This is not one that I rewatch as much, but again, because it's so gritty and realistic, it's not one that I immediately pop in. If that makes sense. I've got this version. It's the 40th anniversary one. It's got a lot of special features on it. Commentaries. Got a lot of commentaries. Oh, it is good. And it even says 4K restoration on it on the bottom. So is anybody home? Oh, was the last Blu-ray not that good? Like the transfer? It does. No, it looks really incredible. Like it kind of looks like it was filmed today, in just how great of quality. Like you could see everything. Okay. You know what Blu-ray I've heard was really bad in terms of the transfer was the first Silent Night Deadly Night one, and I didn't see that first transfer. I've got the Scream Factory edition, but the original transfer, people said it was horrible and so hard to like. It wasn't even HD. Like the DVD was better quality in the first release for Silent Night Deadly Night. Silent Night Deadly Night would be fun to review too on here, or do a commentary. Okay, Kirk, you there? Oh, that was a good thing. I like that shot of Pam like getting out of the cooler, like trying to jump out. Man, yeah, very much quality. Jeez, man. Yeah, now that you said that, just looking at this quality on this Blu-ray transfer is incredible. Like you can see everything. Oh, and here we got the shot of Leatherface. Just zoom in on his face, licking his chops. Ugh, man. Ugh. Man, we're already almost done with this movie. I'm like 50 minutes in. It's only an hour 20 minutes. Damn. Yeah, I mentioned that shot too of Pam walking up to the house. Like that down shot or up shot is that's such an incredible cinematic shot. Jerry. Exactly. What do you think of Toby Hooper's movies? Drew. I've talked about it earlier, and I've only seen like 4 or 5 of his movies, and the only ones I love are his 2 Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies. Like I think Poltergeist is fine, like I like it, and I thought the Funhouse was okay, but it was kind of boring. Um, which documentary is it? Like what's it called? That's true. Yeah, he probably didn't really direct Poltergeist. Probably Spielberg. Stop honking, Franklin. Give me the flashlight. Okay. Hmm. I haven't seen Life Force or Eaten Alive or Salem's Lot. I've seen Body Bags. I like Body Bags. Body Bags is fun. He's just one of those directors I need to watch the rest of his stuff because I've seen a lot of his bigger stuff. Um, he did Invaders from Mars. Interesting. Is it like a horror or is it more comedy? Like sci-fi comedy horror? Family portrait. Okay. Yeah, we don't have any on here. Just sci-fi. Okay. Oh, this is great. I love how dark, like, uh, Franklin and Sally are out in the woods, and I love how dark that is. That looks terrifying. Yeah, the poltergeist thing is a weird debate. Like, we'll never know, I guess, the truth. But I was telling Robbie earlier, I want to do a review on the poltergeist movies, even though I'm dreading the remake, as it was just so pointless, so incredibly pointless. But I've seen them all. Jerry. Now they're saying Jerry like a million times. Jerry. Oh, that's a perfect shot of like the flashlight pointing up and then Leatherface is right there and revs the chainsaw. That's really terrifying. And I feel bad for Marilyn Burns though because it looked like she literally got traumatized just doing this. Kind of like Shelley Duvall in The Shining. Yeah. The guy who directed Annabelle, like the first Annabelle from 2014, or Annabelle Creation. I know Annabelle Creation. I think that guy's younger. The guy did Lights Out. Dang. Wow. Okay. Who directed the first Annabelle? Um, John. Oh, John Linetti. Okay, that name sounds familiar. Hmm. John Linetti. The first Annabelle I thought was it wasn't the worst thing like everybody said, but it wasn't that great. I really liked Creation a lot. I thought that was a great Annabelle movie, like as opposed to the first one. But the first one was kind of like Rosemary's Baby a little bit, and it was kind of just bland and kind of dumb. And then Creation was a really good one. Okay, Sally's running into the house. Man, it's creepy. Damn. Ran right in the house, but he's just kind of cutting the door down or running through the door. Oh, it's gonna happen in a second, but it always creeps me out whenever she goes upstairs and there's just the I don't even think it's Grandpa. It's like another dead body just on a rocking chair. Oh, there's Grandpa, but then there's another body. Yeah, ugh. I guess that's Grandma. Is that who that is? Ugh. Man, jumping out that window too. That's a good shot. I forgot that he did play Grandpa again in 3D. That was so interesting that they brought Bill Moseley back to be Jim Cedow in the Texas Chainsaw 3D. I thought that was really fascinating. That was a cool way of keeping him in the movie again, just even though it's just the beginning. But that was pretty cool. Oh, that's a great shot of her running away from the house with him like revving it up behind her. Damn. And I've still got to watch your Texas Chainsaw Massacre reviews, Drew. I've been watching a lot of your videos, but I haven't watched those yet. I watched your Sleepaway Camp one earlier, and your latest unboxing, which was pretty cool. Um, Man, he gets so close to her too, like when they're running in the woods. Jeez. He's like right there. Oh my gosh. Wow. Man. Even though that's bad that she went through all this like trauma, like she's so good in that. Oh, yeah, I really don't care much for the original Town That Dreaded Sundown. I haven't even seen the remake yet. The original Town That Dreaded Sundown, I didn't get why like people like it. I didn't hate it either, but I was just like it. It wasn't much. You know, this might be controversial, but I really don't care much for the original Last House on the Left. I really like the remake, but the original Last House on the Left, I watched it and thought it would be so much better than what it was, but it wasn't that great. I really didn't like the original Last House on the Left. Ugh. I haven't seen Bay of Blood yet. I want to see that. Is that Mario Bava? I think it's Bava. And I still haven't seen. I still haven't seen. I Spit on Your Grave. Really want to see that. I'm ashamed I haven't seen that one yet. Um, yeah, the story is stupid in the Last House on the Left, and the acting is so weird. Um, that's where the Halloween Five cops came from. Was from the inspiration of the Last House on the Left cops, which I thought both times. Why? Why do you have these goofy characters? Yeah, what the last act was better than the rest of it, I think. But I thought I thought the remake did so much more than the original for me. And I usually don't say that much about remakes, but that one I thought was way better overall. Last House on the remake. Oh, the Bay of Blood. Well, in watching the original Last House on the Left, like the acting wasn't great either. Like it was just like I don't know. I didn't know what to think about it. I know I need to see a lot more revenge films. Not from here. Like Audition. You should see the Last House on the Left remake. I liked it a lot. Now there he is, hidden with the broom right there. Audition, yeah, I know. I need to see. Actually, wait, it was on. I think it was on Shutter, right? I think it's on Shutter. Shutter or Amazon Prime. No, I didn't watch that yet, but I'll have to check it out. So you have a Facebook page? I've got one too. I'll have to look it up whenever I get done with this. We only got 20 minutes more of this movie. It's already almost done. This went by really fast. Oh, okay. Well, I've got an actual Facebook page, but yeah, horror enthusiast I promote too. Uh, I just say I've got all my links down below because I put all my links in my description now. But yeah, even though it's not the same movie, it cracks me up of how Jim Cedo, like she realizes that he's crazy. It's just like in Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation, where Darla, you realize she's nuts too, and like she takes Jenny with her in the car too, just like this movie. Oh, he just Jim Cedo had a joke kind of like he does in the second one, where he's like, "Got to turn the lights out. It'll cost a lot of electricity." I didn't think about that. So is Bay of Blood a Bava movie? Because I've only seen one Mario Bava movie, and that's Blood and Black Lace. Okay, sweet. Just take it easy, and we'll be there soon. Oh, I saw The Devil. I've seen that one's really good. Man, that's the one that we both watched close to the same time, right, Lee? And you really loved it, and I liked it a lot too. Sweet. No, I thought it was really, really well done. Like it was a very well done movie. I haven't seen any of Ty West's other stuff, so I'll need to check his other stuff out. Oh, he does say "you little coon shits" in this one. I thought he just said that in the second one. The Innkeepers. Yeah, I've heard that one's good. Isn't there another one that's really popular too? I told you to stay away from that graveyard. Man, that house is just so far away from anything. There's nobody around at all. Man, I wonder how many acres they got. Go get that girl out of the car. Yeah, I really, again, really did like House of the Devil. That was a really good one. Look what your brother did to that door. You ruined that door. Yep. I think it was this in particular with Marilyn Burns, where she was just tied up for a long, long time. Drove her nuts. It's a shame I'll never get to meet her because she died like after 3D came out, right? Like a year ago after that, or I mean a year after 3D. Her and Gunnar Hansen. 36-hour shoot. Dang. Let him get away. Yeah. You know, I feel really bad that Death House was the last movie that Gunnar Hansen was, I think, in, and he was. They they said in memory of Gunnar Hansen, and I was like, man, that's a bad one to go out on because that movie sucked so bad. But that's just sad that he was gone. But yeah, and he really wasn't in it either. Exactly. Have you seen Death House, Drew? Oh, I forgot he is getting your copy. Yep, I totally forgot. That's awesome. You're in for a treat, Drew. You're really in for a treat with that one. Oh man. Man, Death House. Oh man, I've got to hear your thoughts after you watch it, Drew. Like you should do a review on it, because I did one. Got to get Grandpa down. I thought it's funny in all four of the original ones, like Grandpa's the only one who makes it through all of them, and it's still the same age, no matter if it's like this movie or like 20 years later in part four. Cracks me up. Cat. There's my cat right there. Hi. Hey. I don't know if you can see her. Hi. What you doing? What you doing? Hi. Hello, kitty. Hi. What are you doing? She's a black cat too, so it's hard to tell. She's right there. You can see like her collar. Hi. Oh man, it's hard to watch. Oh, and Grandpa's sucking on her finger. Ugh. Jeez. Oh, so she passed out from freaking out, and then she wakes up, and it's worse. Oh man. Oh, and Maniac Cop is what I need to watch too. All three of those. Hello, Heartbreaker. Colton. Okay. Hi, Colton. We're almost at the very end of the movie. She's tied up and they're howling at her. You act like a pack of hounds. Oh, cool. Oh. Oh. It's you don't understand nothing. Me and him got to do all the work. Man, it's just her performance is so good. It's hard to watch. Marilyn Burns, man, that close up on her eyes too. Like it looks like she's literally gone nuts. That would be cool to see Chop Top back. Oh, that'd be awesome. Chop Top's one of my favorite Texas Chainsaw Massacre characters. Part two has some of my favorite characters like Stretch and Chop Top and Dennis Hopper, um, Lefty. Like they all, those are some of my favorite characters in any of the films. Yes, incredibly frightening. It just showed the close up on her eyes. It's like Grandpa do it. Okay, Grandpa. Oh, I totally forgot that it makes that noise like when the camera flashes at the beginning, whenever zooming in on her eyes. That's really good. Really cool sound effect. Yeah, those sound. How did they make those sounds? Do you know? I haven't looked it up. Oh man. Oh really? Dang. Man, we're getting to the part where like Grandpa's trying to hit her with the sledgehammer. Hmm. I don't know how to figure it out. Did she actually get hit with this little sledgehammer though? Like it looked like she got hit hard. Man, that's pretty bad. What about whenever their fingers got cut, like in this movie? Did they actually do that? I don't even know. It looks like they did. Yep. Okay, her finger really got cut with the knife. Man, I love that whenever she jumps out, it's just kind of becoming sunrise. That's so cool. Man, and this chase scene is so great with both of them chasing her. Dang. Okay, here comes the semi truck. Yes. Goodbye, hitchhiker. He didn't even move. He just stood there like, Jesus. I like how this semi truck guy, like he doesn't say a word. He like brings her in the car, then he gets up the back, and then he runs away. You don't see him again. Like Maria, yeah. It just said that on the thing, yeah. Oh, he's throwing a freaking like wrench at him. That's funny. Boom. It was a freaking wrench. Oh, and they cut his leg. Yep. Idiot. I like how a random guy in a Chevy just pops up and is like, hey, come with me. It was for real close to really cutting him. Oh, man. Perfect. That's a perfect final shot of her laughing and just driving away and with the, man. God. And then the chainsaw dance. Oh. And then we're done. Credits. Man, it is a perfect ending. God, love that ending. Um, just both shots of her laughing and in the truck, and then him doing the dance. Like both of those are incredible, like ending shots. And again, like you said, these are all like young people who just wanted to make a movie, but they made a masterpiece in horror. Um, just so many incredible cinematic shots in this, like the ending shots and like the shot of Pam going up to the house, or like the shot of like Leatherface coming out of the room, like whenever Kirk goes in the house. Man, just perfect. Love this movie. I'm glad that this was the first one I picked because it was really a well. There were some parts where I didn't know what to say, but because it is a lot of just them walking around, but it's perfect though still. Man. All right. Well, that is a the ending credits lasted under a minute long. They're already done. So yeah, that is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Oh, and it made the sound at the end. Sound effect at the end of the credits. That's awesome. Well, that's it. That was really, really fun to watch. So thank you guys who are in the chat and who were in the chat. Yeah, part two is really underrated. I don't really like 3 that much, but people do love 3 though. I just am not as much of a fan of it. But man, really really fun time. So thanks guys for checking in. I'm gonna actually sign off now. So thank you guys for watching.